Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome to episode 45 of Mustache Ride Podcast. I'm one of your co hosts, as usual, Sure Man Cool. And this guy right here next to me, on this side of me, right over here, is Thaw Dirty Tooth. Three Y's.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get it wrong. How are you doing, Tooth? What's up, man? You got a ficus? What's going on there?
My
You got a
tree.
ficus? Yeah, is that new? I don't know if it shows up on the.
Let me get it. Hold on.
Dang.
I got a freaking tree in my room. It's
Yeah, you
crazy.
do. That's
Look.
fake, right?
No, it's real.
That's real.
It's real.
No
It's
way.
a real.
Ain't
It's
no
a
way.
real. It's a real tree.
Let me see them thumbs. Regular looking thumbs to me. I don't know. It must be the wife. Must be the wife.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Those aren't. They're not green. That's all
They're
I'm
not.
saying.
No, they're not green. I did take a shower today though.
You washed off
All the
all the
green,
all the plant
all the plant juice.
mojo.
Plant
Yeah.
mojo.
Yeah.
Plant juice.
It's nice though. It's nice to have some natural vibes
Yeah.
in the studio, huh?
Well, I've always kind of wanted it in here, but I don't have any windows, and the windows that I do have I have blackout curtains on, but I got a grow light,
Oh, whoa.
and they're
I
kind
mean,
of
you
cool.
got plenty of those already.
They're kind of cool looking. Like you can see it here.
Is
It
that what that is?
it looks like just a stream light, right? Like something
Yeah.
cool, like a background light. No, it's great. It makes plants grow.
Is it
Plant grow.
hot?
Mm. Nope.
No. Oh, that's
Nope.
nice.
It's nice.
Nice.
Seems regular.
I've got one right here.
The grow light. Oh, that's a little plant.
My little plant.
Is that real? A real plant?
Of course, it's real. What are you talking about?
Let me see. Oh, that's a strong plant.
Oh yeah, I have
Has
a
a
thumbtack
has a thumbtack in it. Oh, you killed
I
it.
don't know where to put it.
You didn't know where to put the thumbtack in the
Yeah,
plant.
so like
in the plant,
so
obviously.
last episode you asked me where this leaf where this leaf came from.
It grew from that
Um,
plant.
I actually popped it off of my cocaine plant here, and no, but yeah, it's a fake. It's fake as hell. It's hella fake.
But it still gives you the vibe, though.
The only kind of plant that I can keep alive, honestly.
Yeah? Are you not a plant? You're not a gardener?
No,
You're
no,
not a
and
master gardener?
no. I had a fish once. It died within a week. I've had plants, and I just I don't understand how to keep them alive. I got my wife a flower made of Legos.
Yeah, that's
She really
cool.
appreciated that.
That was
Yeah,
cool,
and I
yeah.
told her because flowers die, but my love for you will never die, like this Lego flower.
Yeah.
And it was so good. It
Yeah,
was so good.
that's a
It
good
was genius.
line. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good line. That's
yeah.
probably why she married you
It was after the fact.
after you got married.
Yeah.
Probably why she didn't divorce you
Yet.
yet. Get it?
We
You had to-
record this show live right here on YouTube, and tonight also Twitch. Hello, Twitch.
Say
We're
hi,
back.
Say hi, YouTube.
It's no longer illegal. We won't have the feds at our doorstep busting down our doors trying to get us for multi-streaming and doing all that good stuff. Instead, it's legal, it's fine, and so we're live here on Twitch and YouTube, so you can catch us both every other Saturday night. And if you can't catch us there, you can catch our fully edited after the fact episodes out on YouTube. Usually a few days after. I try to be quick about it.
Sure, man, cool. It's fast, snappy. The edits are quick. The
I
show is
try.
quick. The show's only an hour. It's fast.
No, that's exactly the problem. Last episode was 2 hours and 15 minutes. You and I just won't shut up sometimes, too.
It's the tier list. We get too into it. We're
It was
trying
the
to
tier
we're
list.
trying to dissect what's in a freaking candy bar, and
Yeah.
it's just chocolate and nougat every time. Is it good or
Pretty
not?
much.
Is it good or not? It's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's bad.
I mean, no, of course not.
Yeah.
We
Get
hate
rid of
chocolate
it.
here.
We hate chocolate.
Although
Although
dirty just
I
saying
did
that.
try
I don't believe it.
I did try the Mr. Beast like crispy one.
Yeah?
with the crisps.
The
in
new
it.
one?
Yeah, and because
Because he had the quinoa crunch.
Yeah,
but
this
is
is
that
different.
it? Oh,
I
it's
don't know.
different.
This might be the same one. I don't know, but it's like a Crunch Bar, but it's the Mr.
Yeah.
Beast one, and I haven't been able to find it, but I just found it at Walmart. It was little though, like itty
Oh,
bitty one, but it was good.
yeah.
That's been the best one so far.
I still want to try the D's Nuts bar.
It's good. It's
I'm
like
desperate.
it's probably the second favorite one, probably.
Yeah, second.
But the cookies are the real play though,
Yeah.
and the Carl gummies. Oh my
I
god,
haven't
dude,
tried those either. I
so
know.
good. They're so
I
good.
I find it hard. I end up filling my cart online with all these snacks and foods, and
Mm.
then my cart just
Mhm.
sits there. I never pull the trigger,
I want
and
to
so
buy stuff from that weird candy website you showed me the other night.
should we shout them
Uh,
out? I mean, it doesn't matter.
yeah,
Poppin' Candy. What is it?
Poppin'
Poppin'
Can
Candy. Poppin' Candy. I
Poppin'
saw them
Candy
on like YouTube
official.
Shorts or something because they put a bunch of candy in a freeze dryer, and I'm
Mm,
a sucker for freeze dried candy. Sucker. And so yeah,
they just
Poppin'
have
Candy.
they
I
just have
have
all
like
kinds of
150.
stuff.
I have $150 worth of stuff in my cart, and I haven't pulled the trigger because that's so much money.
You're
But it's a
crazy.
lot of stuff.
They just have such
Candy and
cool things.
snacks.
Pick and
I
mix,
know.
freeze dried,
I
Poppin' Candy
know.
limited edition mix bags.
Should we commit right now?
Yeah, we
You and
should.
I, we give each other a budget, or ourselves. We give ourselves a budget, the same
Yeah,
budget. We
yeah.
each pick snacks, and we have a taste test as a separate video on
Mhm.
Mustache Ride. What do you think
Mhm.
about that?
I think that's good. I like that.
Yes, that means I can pull the trigger.
Yes.
Less
Yes.
shame too.
And the budget's $150. Look at that. Your card's
Okay,
full.
well, I don't want to put you into that bucket if you don't want to be. Well,
I'm
we
not
could do $50
I'm just gonna
tops.
I'm just gonna spend 12 and say that I spent 150. And the items were really expensive.
They have giant gummy bears, giant gummy
Mm.
worms.
I've seen the
The giant
giant
gummy worms look sus as hell.
I've seen the giant gummy worms and the gummy bears. They don't look appealing at all. It's just like that seems like so much gunk, you know?
You can't imagine just shoving your face in a gummy bear and just taking a big ol' chomp.
Yeah, but I think I would regret it immediately. I want
You're
to see one. I
crazy.
want to see the giant gummy bears be freeze dried. That would be kind of cool. The freeze
You're a
drying
big freeze
process is
dryer.
cool.
Cause that
Yeah,
thing
you
will
would.
puff up. Oh,
Yeah,
that'd be so
that
cool.
would be nuts. Okay. Well,
Anyway,
anyway,
anyway, we have a lot to talk about tonight, and we don't want another 2 hour long episode. We're trying to cut it
no, we
back a
don't.
little bit.
Yes, we are.
So we'll be talking about what we've been playing, what we've been doing. We're also going to be talking about stories from games that we've streamed in the past and experiences streaming. And then also, we have a few hot takes we'd like to share with you guys
Mm.
that maybe Tooth and I can agree or disagree or agree to disagree about and discuss. So it should be a lot of fun. But I got to know, Tooth, what you been up to the last couple weeks.
The last couple weeks been so much, so much. There's just been so much. So I'll keep it short and sweet and just talk about just a few things, like how I'm 60% through Ori and the Blind Forest,
That's
and
okay. I saw that in the doc. I was like, that's oddly specific. Is that an estimate or does it tell you?
it tells you how much in
Oh,
the
good.
thing.
Okay.
So,
That's
but
nice.
I will say that's about the only thing it tells you because that game has no direction whatsoever. And it took me most of my last stream to figure out where I was supposed to go. I just
Uh,
couldn't figure out where to go. I was like, what am I supposed to do? Do I go down here? I was forgetting about the abilities that I could do too. It's there's a lot in that game because it's not just it's like Metroidvania platformer puzzle story game. And so it's
yeah.
like all of those things wrapped into one. It's hard. And
Is there a map?
there is a map, but it's
Oh, good.
like and it tells you like what percentage of things you are, but it also like hides parts of the map that you haven't been to yet. And so and every there's a little key, but then there's also I don't know how to open some of the doors, which was my problem last time. And here I had to
Hmm.
kill everything in the room, but then I had to go get a special ability to be able to kill everything in the room. It was like it's a whole thing. I would say like the game so far is really beautiful. It's fun and it's like challenging, but I think it's kind of too hard. for the
Mm.
kind of game that it is. Like I feel like it shouldn't be that hard for how much story and like nice map that they have packed into it. Um,
Yeah.
it seems it's a little irritating sometimes because I'm like, just if you see that I'm having trouble, point me in the right direction. Maybe give me a little help.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not a gaming god. Like I don't know how to do everything in a game.
Well,
Um,
you're farther in that game than I've ever been. I've never bothered to
hmm,
keep trying to get to continue and get to the end, and so it is like it's a bit of a
yeah,
struggle, but I'm sure it'll be worth it because
I think so.
from what I've heard about those games, those Ori games, they're very heartfelt
Yeah,
um and sweet.
I think chat hates me legitimately because every time a game gets picked, it's like within the first 30 seconds, like somebody with the main character dies.
Mm.
And I'm like, what's going on here? Like, why can't we play a happy game? Like, where,
Yeah, I'll go into your stream. I'll redeem Happy Sunshine Rainbow game,
yeah,
and that should
yeah,
be a nice palate cleanser.
that'll be a palate cleanser. Yeah, I like
Happy
that.
Sunshine Rainbow game. I'm
I
gonna
mean,
make that. If that doesn't exist, I want to make that.
make that game. I,
Yeah.
I mean, for God's sakes, I like somebody redeemed Last of Us. I didn't know anything about the game. First 5 minutes of the game, you're like,
Mm,
this is sad, and then it doesn't get
mm,
better. Like there's a scene
no,
pops up, the rabbit gets killed. That's
no,
crazy. I didn't even expect that. Why was that in the
I
game? That didn't
know.
need to be there.
Yeah, chat
Every
might not like you
they don't
too
like me.
much. Yeah, let's not bring up the beginning of Fable. Let's not even talk about that.
Yeah. I feel like
But
everything is like that. Every game tries to make me sad, but
art
I
makes
will
you
say that
feel,
the
man.
games are good. The
Yeah.
games aren't bad. They're not bad games. It's just they're all sad. Why is it sad? Ugh. Yeah, the elephant and It Takes Two. Oh my god, everything is sad,
Oh,
dude.
oh,
Everything
I
is so
forgot
sad.
about that one. Oh, that's a
Oh,
brutal one. The
it's
elephant
tough.
begging for its life, bro,
Yeah,
being dragged away. All to make their daughter cry.
I
All to
know.
make their daughter cry so that they can. Oh, God.
The whole premise of that game is terrible. Anyway,
Yeah. Yeah.
a
Your chat
game
does
that
not like you.
a game that I did play that was not sad was Played Up. I played it on a Friday. I played it with Alan. It's Alan, a friend of mine, and it's like a game, sort of like Overcooked, right? Like you're in a
Yeah.
restaurant and you're like cooking food for people. We were trying to get to a 5-star restaurant. I think we got to 3 stars. It gets hard. People are like
Oh, yeah.
waiting outside your restaurant and people are mad and there's junk all over the floor. People are messy. But it seems really addicting. We only played it that night, but it seems like one of those like really addicting games where you'd sit there and just like try to grind out a 5-star restaurant.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun.
Nice.
Um, I played the new Mario Kart maps. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe dropped the last in their expansion pack for the maps.
That's exciting.
So the Acorn Cup and Spiny Cup, which has Rome, DK Mountain, Daisy Circuit, Piranha Plant Cove,
Wow.
Madrid
DK
Drive.
Mountain.
Yeah, Rosalina's Ice World, Bowser's Castle, and Rainbow Road. The Mario
Oh,
Kart
that's
Wii.
Mario Wii Rainbow Road. That's kind of
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah. So I would say like
Wow.
the DK Mountain one is kind of sick. I like it. I didn't play Double
Yeah.
Dash. I've never played Double Dash before, but I like the map. It's nice.
Dude, you missed out on Double Dash.
I
That's
did.
sad.
I
But
missed
I'm
out on
also
all those
curious to
games.
see Bowser Castle 3 from Super Mario Kart because that's
Yeah.
like OG. I want to see that
It's
in
cool.
2023, baby.
They're all really nice and fun. Mario Kart still good. Still a good game. Still slaps
Yeah.
pretty hard. I don't know why, like we might need Mario Kart 9 maybe, but I don't know what you would do with it. Um, but yeah, last edition of the maps, last character additions. I don't know who they added. I don't know if they added a character this time or not. I kind of stopped
I
paying
don't know.
attention to the characters after Birdo because I hate Birdo. It's just stupid.
I need to I need to play more Mario Kart, man.
Yeah,
Maybe I need to have like a Switch month, where I just play Switch games with chat alone. I have Metroid Dread. I started it. I haven't played much. I haven't beaten don't hate me. I haven't beaten The new Zelda. Like I just don't I don't play my Switch all that much. I have my original Switch when I first bought it when it first came out.
Yeah.
And it just feels so old and lame, and I want a new thing. Because then I'll use
Yeah.
it probably.
Mm,
Maybe.
probably not
But Mario
though.
Kart's so fun.
Mario Kart is fun.
Mario
You should play
Wonder
that.
looks amazing.
It does look amazing. I want to play more Switch games too because I also don't use my Switch very often, and it's
Yeah.
because I don't. I honestly, I think we've talked about this before. I forget that I can take it out of the dock.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, because and I'm always trying to like record it too. Like I feel like I'm always like trying to force myself into recording the game play
Yeah.
for whatever reason. I don't even use it. Like I have like 6 hours of Pokemon Legends Arceus that I just
Oh yeah.
don't use for anything, and it's just like I just found it the other day. But yeah, more Switch games. I need to do that. And
Yeah.
then
Same.
the last thing that I did, which was a sketchy thing, is I updated the BIOS on my computer to help with a couple things that like troubles that I've been having, like with my USB hubs and stuff in the computer. And I read on the motherboard's website about how it could help, but updating the BIOS is scary because if something like your power goes out, it could just like wreck everything.
Yeah.
And it's really dicey. Like you put it on a USB drive, you shut down your computer, you spam F3 or F12 or whatever the F key is, and it opens up this weird hacker menu, and you're like, and then you have to like boot it up from the USB drive, and the USB has to be formatted, and it gets really techy.
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing, but I did it successfully, and everything seems like it's working. Knock on camera. It seems like it's going pretty well so far.
That's
So
good.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm a
What were like a couple what were the problems that you were facing that it seemed to
s-
really help?
so the problem that I was having is I would plug my because my camera is a USB like camera, like it plugs into
Yeah.
a USB A type type, the blue one with the
Yeah.
3.0 or whatever. But it wouldn't recognize it on my computer, like what was plugged in. And so I think it was like cutting power off to it, and then that's why my camera would freeze, and then everything would
Mm,
shut down, and it would get weird because all the Elgato products are somehow all linked together, and if one stops working, they're all like, "Nope, we don't want to work anymore." Um,
weird.
so it seems like everything is good. One of the problems that I'm having now is that it made my computer eligible for the Windows 11 upgrade, and it keeps trying to trick me into upgrading to Windows 11. Like it'll pop
Oh.
up and it'll be like upgrade now, and then the no thanks button is like really small and it's hidden. And
Maybe
I'm
I
like,
should
I don't
update
want
my
that.
BIOS. I've
Yeah.
never gotten that, and I feel like I could be able to I should handle Windows 11.
Yeah, you should be able to.
Hmm. I'm
My
scared. You'll have to
my
walk me through it.
my BIOS version that I was on was from 2019, and they
Okay.
since then had 32 updates to the BIOS.
How
They were
long did it take?
it only took like 5 minutes to update it
Oh, nice.
because it's
Okay.
just the most recent version, so
Okay.
you don't have to like go crazy and do a bunch of stuff. But yeah,
Nice.
it was nuts. It was kind of interesting. But yeah,
Nice.
that's what I did. I'm a techie now. I'm
Mhm.
also a Mario Kart expert. Um, I played online for the first time, Mario Kart the other.
For the first time?
Yeah, I never really played like online
Like
versus
with randos.
with rando people. And there
Yeah.
was some guy
Solo
with
queued?
solo queued. There was some guy with
Okay.
32,000 score.
Yeah.
I was like, what? How do you get that?
Yeah, see me on the Rocket League field. You know what I mean?
Dude
That's
is
what I say to that
hacking.
guy.
Dude is hacking. Kate,
Or it's all
Kate,
he
my
plays, and
Kate,
he's
my
not even good
mod
at Rocket
said
League.
Kate, my mod said that he was probably boosting with somebody. So he would get in a game with somebody with like 1,000 and just like tear up the lobby and then just like leave if anybody got in
Yeah.
there. So I think
I
that's what was
imagine
happening.
the matchmaking and all that is pretty primitive when it comes to Nintendo games and Mario Kart. Like, I bet
Yeah,
it's not skill based matchmaking. That's for sure.
I don't think so. There should be no way that I'm in a lobby with somebody with 32,000 when mine's 1,100.
Yeah.
So yeah, but they don't have servers. I mean, Nintendo doesn't. They don't want to do anything like that.
No,
Yeah,
sticks and glue and duct tape.
sticks and glue and the Switch Pro that's coming
Chewing
out
gum.
soon. Chewing gum, yes, chewing gum.
It's all held together.
But that's me. That's all I do, and work and get this plant. This plant that I
That
have now.
plant is nice.
It's pretty nice.
We'll have to keep up on get some health updates on the plant, see how
What
it's doing
What if
over
it
time.
grows clear up to my ceiling? How crazy would
That's
that
kind of
be?
scary.
Episode 67, it's like taller than me.
You won't have to buy a Christmas tree though. You could just put a star on that baby.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That'd
I'm
be
just
good.
gonna put ornaments on it.
Yeah.
Well, what about you?
Nice.
What do you do?
Oh, a little of this, little of that.
Hmm.
I probably say it every episode, and I probably say that I say it every episode, and so I'm just gonna say it instead of saying all that. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I've been
Yeah.
playing a little bit of Overwatch 2.
Hmm.
I love Overwatch 2. Yada yada.
What is that?
Um,
What's Overwatch 2?
Game for chumps.
Game for chumps. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
game
don't
for
play.
chumps.
I
You
don't
might.
play the. I don't play those games.
No. You're a chump. You surely played it.
Uh, I'm not a chump. I'm not.
Well,
I'm not
pull
a
up
chump.
Steam. Pull up Steam.
I'm
Let's see
not
the
a chump.
history.
I'm not a chump.
Let's see the history. How many hours recently? This chump. Look at this chump.
Just kidding. I know what Overwatch
See, because I'm a
is.
chump. I only call you a chump
We
because I'm
are
a chump because I
chumps.
love Overwatch.
I do
But
too.
Overwatch for so long recently has been on a downhill trajectory, downward spiral, if you will. And with the recent acquisition of Xbox, of Blizzard, and now BlizzCon just happened, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like Phil Spencer went and met with them. He's like, "Do your thing,"
Yeah.
and then they go to BlizzCon, and they're like, "Hey, we're kind of able to do our thing now. So this, and that are all changing." And it's so cool to see. This is the first step, and hopefully a cascade of steps that's going to happen and bring Overwatch 2 to where Blizzard at
Yeah.
its core wants it to be, and not what Bobby Kotick and Activision deem okay. What they say, oh yeah, that'll make us enough money. You go
Yeah.
ahead and do that. Or that's not making enough money. Do
Yeah.
this instead. Fuck up the battle pass and all the shop items and make them 3 times more expensive than you ever planned to make them,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
let's inflate the price so we can sell for more to Xbox. I don't know what the drama was,
Yeah.
but all that's just to say this recent BlizzCon is very promising.
I was cause sort of like we watched the reaction video. I'm forgetting who it was.
Stylosa.
Stylosa, yeah. We were watching
Yeah.
that video, and I will say when they started showing showing some of the old concept stuff, I was like, I swear to God, if you just show me old 20-year, like 10-year ago concept art that you did, and you're just bringing back now because you ran out of ideas, but it seems like that's not the case. It seems like they're doing they're trying to make subtle moves that will make things a lot better. I don't think
Yeah.
it doesn't seem major to me, and maybe it's just because it's like it's not implemented yet. Maybe it will be major, but it
Yeah.
seems like it's just sort of like they're subtle, and I think it's going to be just like quality of life changes that just make everything so much nicer. I
Yeah,
think.
I'm looking for battle pass changes. I'm looking for monetization changes. I'm looking for game mode changes in their focus on like PvP versus PvE. Like let's just go to PvP. Come on, make it better. But also like I don't know, maybe it's a hot take in itself, but I like the PvE modes. I don't think there's a lot of value there if you're gonna sell them to me.
Yeah.
But if you make them part of the battle pass, even or just make them limited time modes for free, I will play them
Yeah.
just as much as I always have, and I won't feel bad about it because I didn't spend money on it. But this
I
past those missions for $15, dude, I feel bad for buying them because I
yeah.
played them once.
I didn't buy them. And I think I agree. Like if you just give it to me, like I'll play it. Like you're
Yeah.
gonna draw me into your game. Like I'll watch an ad to play it. I mean, like, that's fine. Whatever, like whatever it is. Like I like the PvE, but I'm not gonna buy into it. Like
Yeah,
I
besides the battle pass.
because I'm there for the PvP. Like that's what I'm there for.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
but I do like some of the
yeah,
hero mastery stuff that they added in. Like that's fun. Like trying to
yeah.
like race through that thing and like do
It makes
the
me feel bad
bots.
because it makes me realize how not masterful I am with every hero.
Yeah.
I tried the Mercy one, and there's like a line of tokens that goes up like 50 feet in the air, and I
Mm-hmm.
see Mercies do that all the time,
The
and
jump, the
I
mercy
have
jump.
no idea. I have no idea how you just go straight up in the air like that as Mercy.
Oh, you got to do the
No
mercy
idea.
jump. You don't do it?
No idea.
You don't do the mercy
Well,
jump?
that's the. It made me realize I don't know how do I even play this game, you
Yeah.
know? So it's nice to know that, but also those things don't teach you how to play the game.
No.
They
No, they
teach you
don't.
like intricate things about the character, but like it's not a positioning tutorial. It's not teaching you positioning, it's not teaching you teamwork or any of the most important aspects of the game. So
Yeah.
they're kind of very character specific and that's it. And so they're not deep. I don't know.
Yeah, I like them, but it's yeah, I agree. It's like it's one of those things where it's just like I'm just trying to like beat the stars. Like I'm just trying to
Yeah.
get more stars. Like I
Yeah.
feel like that's the only thing I'm trying to do.
Yeah, but that's Overwatch 2, and that's I've been playing that a lot lately. It's kind of been a little bit alarming. I haven't even been playing Rocket League that much lately. A little bit, but not that much. Overwatch has really taken over as far as my PvP, my first person shooter gameplay goes, but that's not fully it. It's not fully taken over because recently I loaded up Halo Infinite, played a little
Halo
Halo Infinite with the
Halo Infinite.
boys. Yeah, dude. Rep Zombie and the Dirty Tooth joined me for some Halo Infinite recently. Was that you? That was you, right?
No, it wasn't. I
No.
wanted to, but I
Rep
couldn't make it.
Zombie?
Rep Zombie
Was it
was
just me and
definitely there.
him?
I think it was just you and him. I know you messaged me, but I had to work early that day.
Yeah.
That was a bummer, but
Oh,
I wanted to.
oh, I feel so bad now that I don't remember who it was. There was one other person. Maybe it was I don't remember. But loaded up Halo Infinite recently, and if you're in the chat and you're that person, I'm so sorry. Anyway, uh played it recently and it was really great. I mean, Halo Infinite's good. The gameplay's good.
Yeah.
It's always been great. Besides some desync issues, I guess, but overall, it's just what I remember. You know, I'm bad. I'm way worse than I used to be, but it's what I remember at least, and I just need to get to know the new maps because that's the biggest thing. It's been so long since I played Halo Infinite. There's a ton of new maps, and I don't know where to look. I know the old maps that came out with the game, but the new
Yeah.
ones, and that's all that queues up now is the new maps. And so I just feel like shit every time I play because I don't know where to look, and I get hit from every which way, and so that's tough.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of those things where it's like I would love to get back into Halo, but I think I'm just like too far removed. Like I'd have to play every
Yeah,
day. I'd have to like switch out Overwatch with Halo and I would get back into it and I would enjoy it, I think. I think I would love it,
yeah,
but oh my God, like it would be so frustrating because
yeah,
I would walk around a corner and I think I'd be safe and then like pat, whack, whack, smack every
right.
time. That would happen to me.
And that I want to, but I also know there's been some changes and some differences to Forge, and that's something I didn't explore, and so I'm excited to maybe hop back in and see what Forge has to offer.
Mm.
Um, and so yeah, Halo Infinite, not bad.
Hmm.
But also, what recently just came out officially, Modern Warfare 3. I played it last night for the first time on stream.
Yeah.
Modern
Good.
Warfare 3 is beautiful. I've only
Mm.
played the multiplayer. I haven't played the campaign. All the multiplayer maps are Modern Warfare 2 maps. They're beautiful. The lighting is amazing. The updated graphics and textures and all that it's so nice. There's certain little things like with the new Call of Duty games, you can mantle over a wall that's like 10, 12 feet tall.
Interesting.
you just jump and he grabs it, and then he pulls out his pistol too, so you can peek over the wall. But anyway, in old Modern Warfare 2 on high rise, you cannot just hop over one of these 10-foot tall fences. That's a
Yeah,
wall that you have to go
you
around.
got to go
And
around
that
it.
change the fact that you can jump over things like that now on these old maps kind of changes a dynamic. I don't know
Yeah,
about the whole dynamic, but it changes a dynamic about the flow of that map, and it's interesting. It's still good, and it still reminds me of the good old days, but it's definitely different a little bit. That, and then I don't know. There's other little things like how it mostly feels like it should be Modern Warfare 2 DLC. I
mm,
know that's the rumor, like the thing that everyone's been saying, but it really feels like it because you go into multiplayer, you get to level 4, you make a creative class, and there's 4 or 5 new guns
yeah,
for Modern Warfare 3 in each category. And then beyond that on the list is all the old guns that you had in the last game in Modern Warfare 2. All
interesting.
your old guns.
All the
You
old
click
stuff.
on one of your old guns, all your attachments, everything is available.
Hmm.
And it's like, okay, but I don't want to use my old stuff, so I use the one
But
new starter gun that's unlocked.
sorry, there's a
And
bug. I moved a plant in and now I have a bug flying
go
around.
figure.
That's what happens. What is
Anyway,
what's
you
up with that? Like why like all right, Call of Duty sucks. Okay?
okay, all right.
It just does.
I just
Like
spent $70 on it, but
but
okay, go ahead.
yeah, and you're
I
saying
mean,
exactly why
I
it
said a lot of
sucks.
good stuff too. You
Yeah,
just
but it's
ignored
just
that and you're honing in on the negatives.
it's just like all of them are just a DLC. All of them are just a reskin with like a different
Not like this.
thing.
This is bad. This is egregious, in my opinion. I, it,
$70
I don't. Okay, so what the point I was about to get to is that
refund.
I don't want to be tempted by all my old loadouts,
Yeah.
all my old guns that I can remake all my old loadouts when you have one gun unlocked for me in assault rifles, and then I don't know how to unlock the new ones. I'm leveling up, I'm getting
Yeah.
kills, I'm doing well, and no new guns are unlocking. And okay, fine. Okay, one finally unlocks. But like it's taken kind of a long time and I'm leveling up and nothing else is unlocking. And it doesn't feel right.
Yeah,
And it drives me toward my old guns, but
yeah,
then I'm
cuz
never gonna make progress on the new guns that are available with this new game. And so it really feels like a DLC because all my old shit's
yeah.
there. And it just I don't know. That, and then one more thing, one more gripe. Zombies dead. Zombies is dead. I don't know what
Yeah.
to tell you. From what I hear from chat and stuff is like
Yeah.
the new zombies is like DMZ
Okay.
in Warzone. There's Warzone, there's DMZ.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like that but with zombies, so it's open world and just not zombies. It's
Not the
a
same
game, a
thing.
new game mode with some zombies in it. And there's no rounds, there's no currency like that you get upon headshots or not, or knife kills. There's no fixing windows. There's no confined space to defend. There's just a big map, and it's a nice map. I do like the map
Yeah.
because it's an amalgamation, a bunch of COD 4 maps, original Modern Warfare maps stitched
Yeah.
together, and so it's cool, but like the gameplay sucks. So but with that said, the core game, Modern Warfare 3, is still really good. It's really a big nostalgia trip to be
Mm.
back on those old Modern Warfare 2 maps.
Yeah.
But I'm curious if I'm gonna start feeling jaded more like how you're starting to feel just
But
hearing me
but
describe
it's
it
but it's just
as
Modern
as
Warfare
I keep
2.
playing it, as I get out of my honeymoon phase
Yeah,
with the game, you know?
I think that's what it is. I feel like everybody's in a
Maybe.
honeymoon phase with Call of Duty and they're like that the whole time because they get this little pinch of nostalgia and then they're like
I'm a sucker.
then
I'm a
they're like,
sucker.
what the hell? Like I paid $70 for Modern Warfare 2 with
Yeah.
things that I'm not gonna unlock because I can just play the old game and I'm liking the old maps. It's just that's the thing that sucks is like about the new Call of Duty is that you like the old stuff that they put in the new Call of Duty.
Yep.
What is up? Like, why can't they do anything? Why, like, that's the thing. It's the same like complaint that I had about Overwatch 2 when it came out. I'm like, what'd you do?
Yeah.
Like, at least it's free, because I would really be pissed if I bought Overwatch 2
Yeah, for
because I
real.
already bought Overwatch 1 and it was good, and I would have kept playing it if you gave me new loot box things, but you didn't.
Right. No, you
Yeah, I
took
don't
them
know.
away completely.
Yeah, then they took it
Yeah,
away.
and
Like,
that's
it's just
I wouldn't this is like a first blood. I haven't even touched the campaign yet. So don't take my word for it or don't buy or not buy the game based on what I'm saying.
don't buy it.
Um but but I do think that there are positives and negatives, and for me right now as far as the multiplayer is concerned and zombies, it's slightly more negative than positive in my brain. But nostalgia is a hell of a drug, so it'll keep me going for a bit. Overwatch is kind of it ebbs and flows in nostalgia
Yeah.
because it's such a long time ago I started that every now and then I'm like, oh man, maybe that's what just is what's keeping me going with Overwatch.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that's what it's got to be. Like, I feel like it's just like, why do we play games, really? Honestly,
Torture ourselves.
torture. We're torturing ourselves.
Yes.
Ugh. Have you tortured
Yeah.
yourself in the past with other games?
I I don't usually let it get that far, to be honest. Yeah, I yeah, so this next segment, let's go on and move on with the rest of the show. So you and we've been streaming for a few years now here, and
It's true.
we've played a lot of games on stream.
We have.
I personally am not I don't pressure myself to finish every single game that I start. I think it's really important to understand when to step away when you're not enjoying it, or when you just aren't feeling it, and you just follow your heart, and you just be happy. And so I've done that. I've done that not a lot, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not ashamed. I struggle to think of a game that I didn't end up finishing on stream that I ended up quitting. Uh, One big one that sticks with me is Remnant from the Ashes.
Mm.
So that first Remnant game, I played through a good amount of it, and I just kind of dropped it, and I don't know why. I don't know why, and I never
Yeah.
went back to it. And to this day, I'm like, man, I could probably go back and just finish it up.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah. So besides that, like games that I started and haven't finished, um, I had a lot of good experiences with games. I don't know. Do you want to go first? You go first. Let
Yeah.
me
I
think
can.
for a minute.
So I get stuck because I feel like I want to finish the game because I want the end of the story. Not like I want it
Yeah.
for me because I want the closure of beating the game. I'm not like a platinum person. Like, I don't care about that or anything, but like I want to beat
Yeah.
it. Like, I want to feel the
Roll
accomplishment of,
credits.
yeah, roll credits. And I feel like I want other people to see me roll the credits too. Um, so I've beat over 35 games on stream.
Wow. Yeah, I love that you're keeping track
Yeah,
too.
so it's kind of crazy. And like I said earlier, like all of them, I feel like have some sort of like sad moment.
Yeah.
But I think, but I think honestly, there's a couple things that like really stand out to me. Like, one is like I like playing, like I like other people choosing the game. So I have a channel point redeem. That's how a lot of my games that I play get chosen that I play. I
Yeah.
like the shared nostalgia. Even if I didn't play a game when it came out, I feel some level of nostalgia because other people are like bringing up their memories with the game. Like, I really like
Yeah.
that. But I think one that really stands out for me was a series. I played the Gears of War series, which I had played the first two Gears of War games, but I played them co-op with Power the Titan, who's somebody from both of our communities,
Yeah.
and that was such a fun experience. I did the Halo ones too with Tiki Gone Wild, and that was a good experience too. And we did one too.
And me, yeah.
Yeah, and so I feel like those moments were like so cool. Like, it was just like the nostalgic feeling of like staying up all night and like beating a game. Like, I remember, I want to say it was like the third Gears of War. Like, Titan was like such a trooper. Like, I
Yeah.
streamed for like 7.5 hours just to beat the game, and it
Real
was
a real trooper.
a
Like no
real
joke though.
trooper. It was
That guy's a
crazy.
gamer.
Um, so I think that's been like that was one of my favorite experiences because he's so knowledgeable like about the series. So like the whole time
That's
he's like
helpful.
talking about lore and like things that like could happen and couldn't happen and like all these different things. And so it just made it that like that extra step that I feel like streaming brings to me at least, that like I love the community. I love making new friends and meeting all the people that I've met, and I've met some really awesome people. And I think that that's what I really like about it. Is somebody comes in with a game that they love, I play it, and I'm like, this game, like, I don't think I love it like you love it, but I see why you love it, and it's awesome that I can share this like nostalgic moment
Yeah.
with someone.
Or or at least be that like vessel that someone re-experiences their
Yeah,
favorite game through. And
yeah,
so that's nice cuz I like personally I have a bunch of old games that I played in the past that I just want to play again.
yeah.
And so it's good of you to be so open to try so many new experiences and then see them through to the end as best you can. Has there been a game that you haven't finished
Uh,
that you quit?
Alien
Alien Isolation. Yeah,
Isolation.
that's right.
I
You
went but I went back and beat it a year later.
yeah,
So
respect,
I
respect.
started Alien Isolation for Halloween. It was not like a it wasn't a game that any I think like Zombie maybe like told me about it. Like but it wasn't like a the Halloween games weren't games that people picked. So they were games that
Yeah.
I picked. And so Alien Isolation was one that popped up on everybody's list of like jump scares. That game, and I was like I'll die on this mountain. Alien Isolation sucks. The game sucks. They ran out of budget like halfway through the game at least. If you play on hard mode, you're absolutely insane. And if you beat it on hard mode, I think you're a cheater. There's no way that you did it. I don't believe you. Um, but that game sucked, and I did not have a good experience with it. The whole thing sucked. I was mad the whole time I was playing it, and I would get to a moment, I would save, and the alien would be there, and then I'd load the game up, and the alien come down and kill me. I went from playing it on hard
Mm,
mode to like, okay, I can't do this, to medium, to finally playing it on like the easiest mode that there is on there because that game was impossible. And then
that game's
spoilers, the end of the
oh.
game is just you in space with a bunch of aliens and nothing even happens. At the end of the game, you don't get anything. There's no closure. I still feel
Yeah,
like I didn't beat the game. That game sucks, but I
great.
did beat it. But I will say
Well,
that's the only
you got
one
it done.
that's the only one that I've played, I think, where I'm like, what a waste of time. I can't believe I played that game.
Dang, wow.
I think it's a hot take too because people love that game.
I think some of my favorite experiences streaming, some good stories. Anytime I play a Pokemon game,
Mm,
I always end up having a good time. I feel like there's just so much shared nostalgia
yeah,
to be had that it's you can't not have a good time.
that's true.
And then it's such a huge pastime for me. Like I feel like I probably know more about older Pokemon games than I give myself credit for. Because when I play through them, things come up in your mind and
Yeah.
um but yeah, some good experiences. I remember making some shorts out of my playthrough of Pokemon Yellow back in the day. And there was some good content, some fun times out of that. Um I don't know. It's actually hard to think of a lot of experiences from my past. I remember I was playing No Man's Sky and playing No Man's Sky for the first time co-op with my wife, Zubat 5, and
Nice.
during that I ended up getting the biggest raid I had ever gotten, like 100 people or something like that, and it was crazy
Yeah.
and a big like mind blowing
Ah!
experience,
Yeah.
but it's also like a little taste of what I want one day,
Yeah, yeah.
a big chat, a bunch of people watching me. So it was cool. And that, I don't know, it was nice. I think about that sometimes, that experience. Um, I don't know. I keep rapid firing through them, but they keep coming up in my head. I remember one Halloween we tried the game GTFO.
Okay.
It was me and Zubat 5, and I think it was just us because it was the first game in the stream.
Hmm.
And that game is hard, man.
Yeah.
That game, it's like Left for Dead,
Okay.
but strategy stealth Left for Dead.
Oh, I
So
would
you
not be
have
good at that.
it's like Alien Isolation and Left for Dead
Ugh,
mixed.
yeah, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, you make one wrong move and the room lights up with beings. The beings wake up and they all come for you and it's like you've already screwed up.
Yeah, you're dead.
Why don't fight
Restart.
it, just
Yeah,
die and
restart.
restart.
Die,
Yeah.
restart.
If it doesn't go according to plan, you're screwed. And it never did. And we hated it. It was so hard. And so we quit. We ended up going to play more Pacify or something. It was so difficult, GTFO. The
I
kind of
want.
game I imagine if you follow a walkthrough or something, it's probably
Yeah,
really satisfying to actually get through everything.
yeah.
Man, not my thing.
I
That
feel
was
like
tough.
I realized in Alien Isolation and The Last of Us that I am not stealthy. I am not a
No.
stealthy gamer. And I'm glad that I didn't play a stealthy character in Skyrim because nope, I would not have been able to cuz I just like I'm going. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go. I'm trying to hit
Yeah.
you with something. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
I think the moments are good. I think streaming for me has been great.
Yeah.
I love it.
Good. I have a lot of good moments. I'm meeting a lot of fun people is nice. I think personally on my streams, I need to have more community nights
Hmm.
because I remember watching your community nights some nights,
Yeah.
Saturday nights or Friday nights or whenever they were in the past, and it always just seems so much fun to hang out with everybody, and I don't think I do enough of that stuff. So I think it'd be fun to do that and create some more new good memories. You know?
Yeah, I think it would be good to implement. It was like when I was doing the Saturday streams, like that was awesome. Like it was
Yeah.
like such a good time, like just like the banter and Fall Guys and Mario Kart and just like people rage leaving the Discord because they got red shelled at the finish line
Oh
and just
yeah.
it's I it was a fun time and I'm trying to I would love to get back to the point where I have more of that integrated into it still.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love that.
Yeah. Well, I think part of looking back at your past and your good time streaming is bit of self reflection and how
Mm,
you can kind of maybe make that happen again.
yeah,
Because
I think so.
that's what it's all about. There's a roller coaster of good times and bad times in streaming, just like in anything. But if you think about the good times, maybe you can make them happen more often. And we all just have more good times, positive vibes, and we're happy.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah. I think I think so. Like I think I have like it's streaming has made me realize like how much I need to like think about in my like off streaming life of doing things that make me happier because streaming makes me I love it. Like I love streaming. I love making content. And so like to do that outside of that, like trying to like find ways to like get that same feeling. So like
Yeah.
I like it. I'm into it. I want to do more of it. I want to meet more people. I want to stream more. I want to do more collaborations. I want to play more Mario Kart. I want to play more Minecraft. I want to play more Fog. I want to play all the games. Stumble guys, Stumble people, whatever that game is. I played it for a little bit to get the Mr. Beast gold skin, but yeah,
Nice.
I want that. That's what I
Look,
want.
I feel like everybody would want that, right?
Everybody wants it.
These are all pretty agreeable things that we're saying.
It's true.
Nobody would really disagree. Nobody who streams would be like, "No, I don't want to grow or I don't want to have good times.
It's
I want to
true.
be." Maybe some streamers are just like, "I want drama and bad vibes constantly because that's what
Yeah.
gets people to click on my stream."
But that's a
You know,
hot take.
maybe that's a bit of a hot take. You know what I
That's a
mean?
hot take.
You caught onto the
That's
segue,
kind of
huh?
a
You
hot
caught
take.
I thought I was being subtle with the segue, but you got me. Okay.
I'm big brained.
Well,
Okay.
then why don't you? You know what? No, you started the last one. I'm gonna start with
You
my
start.
first
Yeah, you
hot
start it.
take, pet peeve, unpopular opinion, thing that irks me,
Yeah, what
gives
is
me
it?
the icks,
Yeah, the
and
ick.
grinds my gears. Are you ready?
Ugh. Ugh.
So I've said this in my Discord more or less recently,
Hmm.
just because I have a channel in my Discord for rants, and
Yeah.
during doing my job, after I'm done at at a person's house, I do pest control, by the way. So once I'm done
Bug
pest
killer.
controlling a house, I write up their bill and I leave it under the doormat at their front door.
Mm.
And you'd be surprised How many people don't have a doormat in front of their front door? So many people,
I
it's just concrete or just their porch, and there's nothing there. And it's like, do you not wipe your shoes? Do you not
they
do you
take
just bring all the mud and dirt inside of your house? Not to mention, are you even thinking about your service people and people wanting to leave
yeah.
business cards and stuff? I don't know. But either way, I'm just like, are you crazy for not having a mat? You got to be crazy. Or there's the people that have doormats just inside their door.
Mm,
It's like, why even? What's the point of that?
yeah, it's
You're
already
just
you
you're bringing the
tracked it
dirt in.
inside. It's already
Yeah,
inside.
and now it's all inside, all in the front door area. And then you sure maybe you take your shoes off, but that first step is like you're stepping on all that dirt that you just wiped off.
Mm.
Anyway, it irritates me, and it seems like it's so stupid, right?
It is
It's so dumb.
it's a little persnickety of you.
I've never heard of anybody having this pet peeve ever in my life.
Yeah.
But personally at my house, I have two mats outside and one inside.
Mm.
That's just to make sure, you know? But it's not like my house is clean because of it,
Yeah.
but it's still. And then when I'm done with my pest controlling and I have their bill and they don't have a mat, where do I put it? I just wedge it in the door so that when they open their door,
Yeah.
it all falls and it's a mess.
You
And
don't
now
put
I'm
it
a jerk.
you don't put it in their mailbox?
Sometimes they have mailboxes, sometimes they have shared mailboxes down the street.
Oh.
Do you guys
Yeah.
have that over where you live?
The apartments too. Like if you live in an
Yeah.
apartment, shared mailbox, yeah.
So it's kind of like that, but for like
Like a
a block will
housing.
like have two of them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
but there's like a bunch of little boxes,
Little
like a
boxes.
apartment complex. Yeah,
But
but
if
yeah.
they
So
but
I
if they
I
had a
can't really,
doormat, you wouldn't have to worry about it.
not at all.
Yeah.
But instead, I'm just a jerk because I just when they open their door, it all spills all over the place, and they're like, "What are you crazy for putting it there?" And I'm like, "No, you're crazy for not wiping your feet off before you go in the house."
It
I've
is
never had
it,
that conversation.
it is
That wouldn't go well, I'm sure.
no, I don't think they would be very happy that you're yelling at them about their doormat.
Crazy people. It's a chance to be a little bit have a little self expression, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Like
Oh,
what does your doormat say, you know?
the dogs run this house, or like wipe your paws. That's a good one, right?
Yeah. I've seen like ones that are like don't trust the humans that live here, and it's like pictures of the dogs. I like those
That's
ones.
fun.
Yeah.
Uh there's like no warning shots and then like a picture of a revolver on your doormat.
Yeah.
Yo, do you have that
There's
over there? Is that
yeah, there's people like that, yeah.
okay? Yeah. All right. So yeah, have a doormat though, people, please.
I have
For
two.
me.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not that expensive. They're kind of economical. You can get one.
What hit me with a hot take from the Dirty Tooth.
With a hot take. So one thing that's like that'll like you're like just like make me come unhinged, and I've actually like yelled at people for doing it, is like open mouth chewing.
Mm.
Like I shared it. I used to work in a cubicle. I mean, I still work in a cubicle technically, but I used to work in a cubicle, and it had high sides, so like you can't see the person next to you. The person next to me one day was just like eating vegetables, like raw vegetables, which is
Mm.
fine. Like, whatever, eat your raw
They're not
vegetables.
stinky, at least.
No, but they
Yeah.
were eating all of the vegetables, and they were just like munching, open mouth,
No, you don't have to do the noise. You
like
don't
a
need.
rabbit. And I was like, "Hey, quit doing that." And they were like, "What?" I'm like, "You're chewing with your mouth open. Like I can hear you all the way over here. I have headphones in."
Dang.
Not a like, and I think it's like sometimes it's like even down to like people like drinking too loudly, like when they make the gulp noise. Like
Okay, come
it's
on.
no, it's
You
just
got to draw a line
it's
somewhere. You
not
can't control
acceptable. It's
that.
not. Yes, you can. You don't have to drink loudly. You don't have to chew chips loudly. You don't have to do it. It's all a choice. You're choosing to do it, and it's unacceptable.
How do I what? You can't can you control how loud you drink?
Yes, yes,
The noise your throat makes when you drink.
yes, yes, for
You
sure.
make lower noises that
People,
don't make as much noise.
people do an extra noise. They're like, "Ooh, mm, stop it."
Maybe I don't know.
Nope.
That's a little too far for me, but I respect the pet peeve. That's what this is all
Yeah, it's a
about.
pet peeve.
It's like a phobia. You can't really explain a phobia. It's just I don't know why, but heights scare the hell out of me.
I'm scared
Spiders
of heights too.
scare the hell out. No,
Yeah.
not me. That's just an
Oh,
example.
oh, I am scared of heights. Yeah, that's not a pet peeve. I am actually
Wuss.
legitimate. Whoa, hey, hey, now
No, you know I joke. You know I joke.
shaming me. What
No,
about
but I hear you.
you? Yeah, it's
One thing
just
that I've heard about people that chew with their mouth open, because I've confronted somebody about it too. I'm just like,
yeah.
what the hell? I've been told it makes food taste better.
So what?
Okay, but I hear you. That's your initial thought, but think about the science or like what that means, because like part of taste is smell, and smell through the nose. You breathe in. You're just gonna slurp like that while I'm talking. That's great. That's really great. You're just gonna slurp like that.
I
I'm trying to talk here, and you're gonna slurp.
see.
Hold
That's
on,
a
let me add this to the list. I gotta
see
add one to the
control.
list.
I could control that.
A-holes slurping loud. Okay, cool. Anyway, you're not an a-hole. I take it back.
Take
I
it
take
back.
it back.
Take it back.
Anyway,
I don't care if the food tastes better. Unacceptable as a human being.
if you're ever alone in a room, would you consider trying it just to see if it makes your food taste better?
It would maybe because if I even heard myself, then I would be mad at myself if I chewed too loudly. If I sometimes if I
Stop
eat
it.
sometimes if I eat food that is like like because it's you can hear it yourself. Like you think
Yeah.
you're chewing really loudly, even though you're not because you're eating something that's like super crunchy. Like
Crunchy,
if you
yeah,
were
yeah.
eating a raw carrot, like it sounds so loud. And
Mm-hmm.
so I'm even like, I'm not gonna eat this anymore because it's too loud.
Those
And
baby carrots are they're loud and crunchy and also juicy. So there's
yeah,
that gross combination of crunchy and then like that soft, juicy crunch. Ugh.
I get the
Yeah, I hear you.
I get
hear
the
ya.
chips. I get the carrot chips. Another just to go into
Mm.
another one that's like closely related to the eating thing. People that like eat food, the food is in their mouth. I
Oh
know it's
yeah.
in their mouth. They haven't finished chewing it yet. They have not swallowed, and then they take a drink of something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you? Is this a food eating contest? Are you trying to hurry? Like, why are you eating dry food in the first place? Like, don't do that. Like, why? Like, what are you doing? Like, you don't have to wet your food in your. That's gross. That grosses me out. I'm not into that. Makes me want to throw up.
Yeah. I can see why. It doesn't wig me out personally. And in fact, there are certain meals
No way.
that I personally think like there's something to it. Okay, think about this. You're a child, right?
Yeah. How was that one time?
You got your PB&J.
PB&J. Yeah.
Mommy cut the crust off for you just the way you like it, okay?
Oh, not my
You got
mom.
a big old glass of milk.
Nope.
You know, you take a bite of the PB&J, you eat it, you fully swallow it. There's that peanut butter left in your mouth. You take a
Yeah.
swig of milk. Nice and like refreshing. It really just washes out. Now
Okay.
imagine dipping your PB&J in the milk. Imagine big bite of PB&J, munch it down, swig of
Nope.
milk. It all kind of morphs together.
Yeah, into a
Dude.
mushy mess in your mouth, and the texture of it would make me throw up. And me thinking about that texture makes me want to throw up.
I know. I think my hot take is that I'm more or less kind of okay with drinking something with
Oh
food in
my
your
God.
mouth.
No way.
I think this is more of a me hot take than you, because I think it's probably normal to think that's gross.
Hey, I don't know.
right?
You bite you bite into a hamburger and then you sip your Coke while it's in your mouth.
Okay, see, there is a line that I
That's
like.
gross.
I think milk is like acceptable, but carbonated beverages with food, that's a little weird to
Well,
me.
milk is like not. You don't drink that. Don't drink milk.
Oh, at all? Oh, you're
No,
not a milk fan?
no. Chelsea's lactose
Oh,
intolerant, so we we don't buy milk. We buy almond milk,
see,
whatever that
I,
is.
I don't drink milk as much as I would like, but I do like it. I
I
like milk with dinner.
I like.
I think it's
Oh,
very
that's.
refreshing.
I don't like that at all. Nope.
Really?
I would never have. I never have liked milk really. Chocolate milk. Love chocolate milk. That's
Yeah.
good.
Strawberry
Regular milk.
milk?
Strawberry milk is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vanilla milk. Nesquik vanilla milk.
Never had it.
You should get that. That's good.
That sounds good.
Best kind of milk.
Sounds like cereal milk. Like it tastes
Yeah,
like
yeah,
cereal.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just
Mm.
like that.
Mm.
Yeah. Mm.
Okay.
Milk.
Hey,
Gross.
nice. Well, I got one more. I got one more,
Yeah.
and it's right here.
Give it to me.
You're driving down the road. Okay.
Mm.
You're approaching a stop sign.
Yes.
Somebody is on like they're crossing toward you. So you're at the stop sign here. Somebody's crossing like on foot, crossing crosswalk. They
Yes.
stop at the median and they wave to you. Go ahead. Or someone's on the corner and they're like about to take a step off and you like you stop and they're like go ahead and it's like, "Bro, I just stopped my 2-ton killing machine to let you do your thing. You don't tell me what to do. If I make a wrong move, I kill somebody. If you make a wrong move, like somebody kills you.
Yeah.
You're not in fault for any of this, anything that happens. I guess maybe certain circumstances, but like, don't tell me what to do when I'm on the road if I've already made my choice.
Yeah.
If you're on foot, if you're not a cop, don't try to direct traffic because you're going to tell me to go. And then, like, I've seen it where people try to tell me, like, to make a left turn or something
Yeah.
onto a street, and it's like, sure, this is for like a person in their car, and
Yeah.
I know traffic is so hard to explain with words, but there's 2 lanes that you're turning into, and it's like I'm trying to go across, but you don't know that I'm trying to go across. You're leaving
Yeah.
room for me in the close lane, but I'm trying to go across because I want to make a right turn eventually, but you don't know that. So they're waiting. It's a green light for them and they're stopped in the
Yeah.
middle of the road. They're like, go. And you're like, no, you go. It's like, how do you tell someone no without being a jerk? But like, no, traffic,
Yeah.
no.
I
So,
that's really weird to me. Like I feel like it's like a why like just go. Like they stopped. Like they have to like the thing that kills me about some of those people, I guess this irritates me too, actually, now that I'm thinking about it,
doesn't
is
it?
that
I don't know.
sometimes they'll wave and I'll start to go, but then they'll walk because I didn't go fast enough for them. I'm like, why are you waving me on? What
Just
are
don't
you
even tell me to
just
go.
yeah, just go. Just walk across the street. And then sometimes I'm like, is my insurance good enough? Am I gonna see if my insurance is good enough to hit you? I don't know. Maybe.
It's a gamble. It's
It
a
is a
gamble.
gamble.
How fast is my car and can I outrun the cops?
I will say there's a funny story. It wasn't somebody telling me to go, but a funny pedestrian story is I was driving up to a light and it was green, right? So I
Yeah.
was just going. But somebody walked out in the crosswalk, and in Tennessee, the pedestrian always has the right of way, right? I think that's
Yeah. Yeah.
probably
As
everywhere, right? You don't
for
hit
most
somebody with a
as
car.
far as I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They walked out in the road, fine, right? Like I'm stopping. And then they're carrying a Subway sandwich and it's unwrapped partially because they're eating it like on the go,
On the go.
on the go. They get out in the middle of the road and I'm stopped, right? I'm waiting for them to go because my light's still green. I'm like, all right, like hurry up. They look
Yeah.
over at me and I didn't even like do anything. I'm just sitting there and like they turn, look at me. I think they can just tell that I'm perturbed that they're in the middle of the crosswalk while I have a
You have a
green
green
light.
light. Yeah.
They look at me and they just like take a bite of their sandwich and look at me again. The light turns yellow. They take another bite and then they turn and keep walking. And at
Oh.
that point, I was like, I'll
We're
hit you.
fighting.
I'll hit you with my
Yeah,
car.
we're fighting right now. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna
No,
take
I'm
your
getting out
Subway
of my car.
sandwich.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm eating
taking
that sandwich.
I'm taking your sandwich from you.
Yeah.
I just
Oh,
it felt like something like it felt like a story, like a fake story. Like I felt like I was living in like a episode of Punked. I couldn't
it's a
believe
troll.
that it
That's
was
just an
happening.
IRL troll.
It was crazy. And who eats a Subway sandwich walking? Like who's eating a sub on the go?
I just like
A foot long sub?
who uses a Subway sandwich as a weapon, you know, as a minor inconvenience device.
Yeah, so what?
That's all it was. You just had
Yeah,
to stay at the light one more cycle, but
that's
it's
yeah.
like so unnecessary. It's like when I was a kid, right outside out front of my middle school, there was it's like a kind of a busy street, but there was a crosswalk, and the crosswalk it was like the street didn't used to have a crosswalk. It had a crosswalk with a stoplight.
Hmm.
And so it's kind of an unusual place for a stoplight. But if it's red, you stop,
Yeah.
you know? And so I would just kind of get out of school or I'd be walking by after school and me and a buddy would just like press the button and keep walking and
Yeah.
not even intending to cross the road. And we did it so often. There were like two occasions where somebody in their car yelled out like, "Hey, screw you," you know, or something like that to a couple middle schoolers
Yeah.
because like nobody's crossing the road. All these cars are stopped, and we'd try to see like try to time it so we were awful. Now that I drive, I know how annoying this must have been. But we would try to time it to where we would get as many cars backed up as
Oh my
possible.
god. You're literally causing traffic jams.
Yeah, we were. I mean,
You're
it wasn't like
terrible.
back to back to back to back. It was like a one-time thing, once per day after
Yeah.
school kind of thing, or like if we were on our way home after hanging out or something. Um, yeah, now that I think about that, that would be a big pet peeve of mine if I met a kid like me. So,
That's true.
yeah.
Man.
You got any final pet peeves, hot takes? I guess we got one in the chat.
Yeah.
You want to read Jake the Beast's hot
Yeah,
take in chat?
When you play games with people and you can hear their click clackety keyboard the whole time.
What do you think about that? I've gotten used to it. It used to really bug me. I've gotten more used to it.
So I think I play on closed mic, right? Like I don't play on
Oh
open
yeah.
mic.
So it's push to talk. Yeah.
I don't think people's keyboards bug me. What does bug me is when they're having a conversation with someone not in the game.
Yeah.
Like whoever's IRL with them, they're talking about something, and I'm just like, shut up. Like what?
Yeah.
Oh, like turn your microphone off. Like
Just
I don't,
mute.
just mute. Just
There
mute.
should be a hotkey set up. Why don't you have
Yeah.
that?
Why don't you? Why aren't you muted? Why aren't you muted? So I think I could see. I could see why you would get mad at that. The keyboard
Yeah.
click clackety
It's
clack.
kind of a similar thing. There's a lot of microphone pet peeves, but like talking with your mouth full. Like eating on
Yeah.
camera is one thing that I've kind of laxed on, but talking with your mouth full
Yeah.
into a mic is kind of gross to me as well.
That is gross.
But yeah, that
It's even worse if you take a drink while your mouth is full and then you talk on the mic and then it's dribbling all over your mic. Gross.
yeah, are you trying to eat your mic plant and you drool all over your mic because your mic plant is so delicious?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not very many people have mic plants, I don't think. Like you're pretty
No,
unique.
you got
Yeah.
a lot of plants. You should have a mic plant.
I got a plant. Actually got a bunch of plants. Look at this plant.
You need a mic plant. You need to strap a plant on that mic.
I'm growing this plant in a Frank's hot sauce bottle.
That's kind of baller.
That's pretty
Not gonna
cool,
lie.
right? This is
That's
a cool
kind of
plant.
baller.
This
Yeah.
is a Swiss cheese monstera.
Shut up.
What do you think about
Is that what it actually is? It's not unhealthy. It's supposed to be like that?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like that. It's got holes in it.
It looks like snails got on your plant and
Nope.
started eating it.
Nope, that's a real plant.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, hot take. I love your plants.
Thanks. That's a sweet
Yeah.
take.
well, you know, it's a little spicy, a little hot off the presses, but
A little hot off the press.
I like that you got. It seems like your wife has really taken this whole plant thing by storm, and then you're naming off specific Latin names for plants, and it's
It's
like, bro,
true.
you're becoming an expert on succulents,
I
and
am.
just let me know when I can get a suck or two,
When you get
and
the
I'll buy one.
Yeah, I'll send you a suck.
I'll buy one.
You buy a
Just give me
suck?
the word. Yeah.
No, you can't buy it. That's illegal. You can't really buy a suck.
Whoa. You just bring it. You'll have to come here and
Yeah, I'll have
give
to
me.
fly. I'll have to
You'll
fly to California
I'm
and
not
give
gonna
you
say
a
it.
suck.
Okay, you said it. Okay. All right. Look, I think we've had a
Hey,
nice episode
we
tonight, and we
have.
should
Let's.
end it before we get into any
Yeah,
other
we're downward spiraling
TOS
here.
situations. Yeah.
We're
Thank you
downward
everybody for being
spiraling.
here. We are doing our own downward spiral,
True.
ending the episode tonight. So thank you for being here. Thank you everyone in YouTube chat. Thank you for everyone in Twitch chat.
Say hi,
Very much
YouTube.
appreciate it. Thank you guys, and we'll be live. We'll be multi-streaming every episode from here on out until
Yeah.
one website or the other bans multi-streaming again, which hopefully will never happen. Because
Hopefully
it's a
not.
great step in the right direction for Twitch, in my opinion. So,
And if you blow us up on TikTok, which we have a TikTok, then we'll live stream on TikTok too. Blow us up.
yeah,
1,000 followers, and then we'll live stream on TikTok. Easy peasy.
that's true. Gas up our TikTok. We'll
Gas
have
it
the
up.
Actually, I do need to add the TikTok link in the description and Instagram as well, because you've been
Instagram.
you've
I
been
post
posting
it.
on
I
our
post it.
Instagram.
Selfies every
So
day.
we get all those links will be in the description below. Definitely follow us there if you'd like to contact us in between episodes. If you'd like to add topics or talking points or any comments or questions about certain things, or you just want to hear us say the word extraneous because it's nice long word. I don't know. It's the first big word I thought of. That's fine.
Extraneous.
Give us a big word. We'll say it on the show.
Yeah.
MustacheRidePod@gmail.com. MustacheRidePod@gmail.com. It's like an ad.
One more time. That's mustacheridepod@gmail.com.
That's right. And you can also reach us, of course, at our personal Twitch and YouTube channels or on Twitter. All those links down in the description. Thank you for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
See ya.
Bye. Oh, wait. I got to switch the scene. Bye, everybody. Sorry. All right. Now we're ending.